That's right, we're back. Hello, sports fans and audio listeners. Love you to death.
Love you to
It
death.
is the Wednesday after the Super
Audio
Bowl,
listeners love
and
you to
I
death.
predicted the Seahawks win, so I'm feeling great.
You guessed. You didn't predict.
I predicted it.
No. Anyways, welcome back. It is time for the middle of the week.
Daily dose of two
Wednesday
idiots.
afternoon. Bi-monthly dose of these two idiots. Today, what
That
we have
intro was
on
amazing.
the docket. Jake Paul saying that we should boycott the halftime show.
Love
Bo
that. We love that.
Loudon, Olympic skier turned ice agent at 19.
God bless
And
America.
the division between Christians because of the two different halftime shows for the Super Bowl. Anyways, Aaron, let's start us off with a update of the week. What do you have? What is a great update in life for the week? What's going on this week? Other than this episode dropping. Give us a life update, Aaron. Give us something. Give us something that could be important.
There's really nothing. I lead a terribly boring life, so there's really nothing.
I wasn't necessarily talking about you. I was talking about in general.
Yeah, there's nothing that I
Really?
could think of off the top of my head.
Great.
Okay, other than because I know you wanted to talk about this, a new video game has dropped for you gamers.
It's in early access for you gamers. Hightail
Has
dropped.
finally come. For all
Out
of
in
you
early access.
who are aware, Hightail was a game that was announced in 2017 by Simon Hypixel and got
Okay,
canceled.
I didn't realize it was that old.
It was canceled, teased multiple times, but as of, I believe it was either very early January or late December, Hightail Early Access dropped. The Minecraft gamers who knew about it, and just any gamer really, raged. Now, I will
Not
say,
raged. It
it was a rage.
was
in
a good
way.
rage.
Yeah. So honestly, if you, this is not sponsored by the way, but if you would like to, go ahead, check it out.
But
and
if
play.
it was.
Yeah, but if it was. But honestly, if you're a gamer, go check this game out. This is a phenomenal game.
It's an amazing game.
This is an amazing game.
All right.
So
Anyways.
this has been our non-sponsored sponsor.
Yeah. So anyways, up first on the docket, Sunday was the Super Bowl.
It was.
It was the Seahawks versus the Patriots. If you haven't watched it by now, spoiler alert. The Seahawks
Oh, there's
win.
another thing on the docket, by the way, because you did
What
say
up?
we're gonna talk about some commercials.
Ah, yeah, that counts as Super Bowl.
That's fair.
Anyways, the Super Bowl was on Sunday. If you for some reason haven't watched it yet but plan to, spoiler alert: the Seahawks win. It was Seahawks versus Patriots.
Who's gonna watch the recording?
Now, I will
Speak yourself
say,
for- gonna watch the
interesting
recording.
news about that I just saw about the what's his name? It was the Patriots quarterback Drake May quotes the Bible at the Super Bowl media day, hoping to lead others to Jesus, which is awesome. That we're seeing more outspoken young Christian men in famous positions in sports, like what was it, Patrick Mahomes last year?
I believe so.
For the Chiefs.
I think
And then this year it's Drake May for the New England Patriots.
Yes.
I just find that fun. I just find that awesome that that's starting to be a thing that's happening more and more often.
Yeah, actually, this
It's a
year,
great change of pace.
the Patriots quarterback Drake May quoted the Bible at the Super Bowl media day, hoping to lead others to Jesus.
That's what I said.
Oh, dang.
I just said it. That's
My
fine.
bad. Let's check
That's
that
a retweet.
retweet.
Anyways, so next up on the docket, let's start with commercials. Aaron, what was your favorite commercial?
So I think that they were all stupid. But like, I mean,
They were either AI or they were beer commercials.
yes. I will
Except
say
for the Backstreet Boys T-Mobile commercial. That was funny.
that was so dumb. That was such a dumb commercial.
I can't believe they got them to do that.
Okay, so I just want to say, with love and respect to the Backstreet Boys, they cannot sing anymore. They sound horrible. They can't sing anymore, dude. They sound
That's
awful.
because they don't have auto-tune.
Yeah, they don't have autotune anymore. But so.
But it was
I
a
will say-
hilarious commercial. They just remixed "I Want It That Way" for a T-Mobile ad.
But I will say a good commercial was definitely the Freebird commercial. The Freebird commercial for
So it was the-
Budweiser
Yeah, it was the
was
Budweiser.
phenomenal.
About a horse
It
and
was
an eagle.
hilarious. The Rocket Mortgage ad was funny.
Which one?
Because
There's two,
it was
I
a
think.
super depressing ad.
Oh.
Played like the first quarter. It was so sad, and I was like, "Oh, it's a He Gets Us ad." No, it was Rocket Mortgage.
Yeah, Aaron
It
thought it
was-
was a He Gets Us ad. Turns out to be Rocket
It
Mortgage.
was Rocket Mortgage, and the He Gets Us ads are a totally different
Hey,
episode.
this is what I have to say to you for thinking. Congratulations, you played yourself.
That's my line.
Not anymore.
Joel? What was some commercials you liked?
My favorite commercial was the Oh, what was it? I don't know. I really liked the stupid remix of the Backstreet Boys commercial. Apparently, there was a trailer for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie for you
which
Star
we
Wars fans.
did miss. But there was also, and I think this is stupid, there was an ad for Scream 7 because it just never ends.
It never ends.
That's
Now,
that movie series just
I
needs
tell
to
you what I
die.
wish there was, and I don't know why there wasn't. Doritos. What's
Okay,
going on
I was
with
gonna
that,
say
man?
that brings. So this is a call out. Doritos, I'm looking at you. What's up? You've had the best ads. Why'd you drop out this
Doritos
year?
has had some of the best
Doritos,
ads
I
for the
missed
Super
you.
Bowl ever, and there wasn't one this year. I don't know why.
For anyone listening, get this to Doritos
Now,
somehow. I'm
I
talking
will
to
say, Pepsi was playing a bit of a risky game.
you. Pepsi stealing the
Never mind. That was my favorite ad. It was
Pepsi
that one.
stealing the Coca-Cola Bears is one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
They didn't just do that. They didn't just steal the Coca-Cola Bears. They made a Coldplay concert joke.
Which was also hilarious.
That was funny, but dude, Pepsi's playing a risky game right
They
now.
really,
I'm here for it.
Props
but
to
hey.
you, Pepsi. Good job. Play your game.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, they're playing it pretty well.
they are.
They're playing their game and everyone else's game. Anyways,
Okay.
but
So, shall we just dive straight in?
to which part?
Would you like
Jake
to go to
Paul, Bo Loudon, or the division because of the halftime
Would
shows?
you like to go to the halftime show?
Let's go to
Jake Paul, it is.
Bo Loudon first.
Okay, so So Bo Loudon, a 19-year-old Olympic skier, an Olympic skier, mind you, turned ICE agent, Immigration Customs Enforcement. I think that's such an interesting career change to go from skiing to ICE, you know? Like I felt it. The only correlation I see between those two is winter.
Well, hang on a second. So, hang on, I'm looking something up real quick. Okay, so he retired from Olympic skiing.
Okay.
So Bo Loudon, a 19-year-old, he used to be an Olympic skier, but now at the age of 19 has become the youngest ICE agent in history, at least that I've read. Not only is he the youngest ICE agent, he's a Christian young man like Drake, May, and Patrick Mahomes.
Which is good.
The only difference is he's not a football player.
That's true.
He's an ICE agent now. But because of this change, he's been getting a metric ton of hate and threats from people who either don't like the change or don't like the fact that he joined ICE of all things, or just don't like him as a skier.
Okay,
no
so
matter what, he's getting a lot of threats and a lot of hate for this choice.
I understand not liking that, but you're entitled to your opinion. But don't go threatening someone just because they did something you don't like. You don't know the person. Don't threaten someone because they did something you don't like.
It's not like you know him personally. It's not like he's your son and he just made an absolutely morally compromising choice. You don't know him. Let him make his choice and keep your opinion to yourself.
Let him do what he wants. It's his life, not yours.
Yeah. It's like, yes, everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Yes.
But not everyone wants to hear that opinion.
Yes. That's just...
Which is also something you and I have to understand because we give our
Yes.
opinions on stuff like for this, for example.
Yes.
You don't have to listen to our opinion. We're just putting it out there.
Because this is
You
our
don't have
show. We
to
do what we
agree with
want.
it either.
This is our show.
But
We do what we want.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Yes.
but
And then
Not everyone's going to agree with that opinion.
now, perfect segue.
Perfect segue.
A man that I never thought I would have an ounce of respect for, Jake Paul, saying to, I believe, let me see if I could find it because this is amazing. Okay.
Jake Paul said that we should boycott the halftime show.
So Jake
NFL
Paul,
halftime show.
So here, cannot support. Jake Paul announced he would not be supporting Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show. The YouTuber turned boxer criticized the performance ahead of kickoff, urging fans to turn it off, saying viewers have power to make their voices heard. So,
Something I never thought I'd hear out of him, by the way.
Purposely turning off the halftime show. Let's rally together and show big corporations they can't just do what they want without consequences, which equals viewership. You are their benefit. Realize you have power. Turn off halftime. Fake American citizen performing who hates America. I cannot support that.
Just have to say.
Yes. So,
Never thought I'd hear that out of him, honestly.
Exactly. So
now have a little more respect
I
for
respect
him.
that.
Not as a fighter,
And,
but...
No, but now since we're talking about the halftime show.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read a post.
Jake Paul has also caught a lot of flack for that.
So
that's going to be a recurring theme.
I'm going to read a post.
Theme.
I'm not going to name the person who they have the
go
right to
ahead.
stay anonymous.
Yes, go ahead.
It says, "How in the world did we find a way to become divided over a Super Bowl halftime show?"
Okay, hang on. Okay, so let's put a pause on that.
Yes.
So this post is coming at it from a Christian perspective and is
Yes.
asking why Christians are being divided because of this.
Yes.
As Americans, if you're coming at it as
Christians should be united, not divided.
yes,
But coming at it from just an American point of view is different because
you've got Bad Bunny, who is
a very anti-American person who
versus
hates America,
what
versus
Turning Point USA
which is
put on, which was America
patriotic, very
first.
patriotic.
It's patriotism versus the opposite.
Yes.
Exactly. So as an American, it's different as an American to have an opinion on this matter and to say and to have that division. But as Christians, we shouldn't be divided because of
Yes.
this.
So one was supposedly right and one wasn't. If you watched one,
Do me a favor, start it over. Thank you.
how in the world did we find a way to become divided over a Super Bowl halftime show? One was supposedly right and one wasn't. If you watched one, you were a racist, and if you watched the other, you were a godless heathen. How have we come to this? I am dumbfounded. It's mind-boggling to me that we are giving so much attention and passion to what equates to Trivial Pursuit. My opinion, and my opinion only, the alternative wasn't really an alternate. Both were of this world. If the enemy can get Christians divided over minor details, he'll have us right where he wants us, distracted and focused on the petty, while eternal matters continue to happen all around us. We must do better. So I will say I agree with a lot of it, minus the alternative wasn't really an alternative. Both were of this world, because I'm gonna read another post.
So the alternate halftime show was put on by Turning Point USA, and it was country artists. It was, I think, 4 or 5 country artists.
It was Gabby Barrett, Kid Rock, and two others. I can't
remember the name, but Kid Rock was the last one. And for his final song, Kid Rock did a song about turning to Jesus.
Yes. So how is that worldly?
But that was only one.
That's true.
Like, I didn't hear anything about God in any of the, and we both watched it.
I
didn't
believe
hear
I
anything
heard
about God in the others.
I believe I heard a couple.
Maybe a couple, but it wasn't like the main thing. The main thing was country. Country that
here's the
older
thing.
generations grew up on.
Here's the thing. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So, if a non-believer goes and watches Bad Bunny's show,
yes,
he's not gonna get any Jesus. If an unbeliever goes and watches Turning Point USA's show, at that very last song, they're gonna see it. Even if it's that one song, they're still gonna see it.
Yeah, they'll hear.
So they, in a sense, if it was just a giant worship concert, no unbeliever's gonna watch that.
True. And by the way, I think the last number that I had read for the viewers on the actual Turning Point USA's YouTube channel on their live, the last count I saw was 4.7 million.
Well, that's
that's
good.
not counting the other YouTube channels restreaming and the other news platforms too.
Yes. So
my guess is somewhere up in the 7 to 8 millions.
Yeah. So that is where I disagree, is because if it was just a worship concert, I don't believe an unbeliever would watch that.
True.
You know. So I think that's pulling them in, and
do I wish there was a little bit more?
Yes.
Yes.
But then with that last song being a Jesus song, that's when they're like, the unbeliever might be like, okay, let's see where this goes, and then they could see that because, so this article.
Yeah.
If you watched the Kid Rock show last night, did you notice the symbolism of the journey of his music and life? He was introduced as Kid Rock and bound onto the stage with his first big hit, Bowie Daba.
Yeah, I thought he was just
full
mumbling.
of raunchy lyrics and everything Kid Rock personifies. Then the curtain closed, and there was the cellist and violinist alone playing a very beautiful, actually soul-touching music.
That was my favorite
Then he was
one.
reintroduced as Robert Ritchie. And he sang a song about second chances and making the most of the situation, and lastly, about Jesus. It was a performative rebirth of sorts. Nothing in his show or lyrics or imagery was political. It was testimonial.
Mm-hmm. But also, the Turning Point USA show wasn't meant to be political. It was meant to be patriotic.
Yes, which
I
believe it was.
Bad Bunny's was meant to be a political statement.
Because as much as I genuinely hate to say it because I do not like country music, what is more patriotic than country music?
That was the first, to my knowledge, that was the first like music of the South.
Exactly. As much as I hate it because I hate country music.
Even of America.
Country music is so patriotic. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You may not like it, but holy cow, they've got some bangers.
A lot of country songs are about America.
There are some that are not.
That are not. Then that is not saying all country music is patriotic, but at least what was played last night.
If you want to listen to a patriotic song written by a Christian man, go listen to "God Bless the USA" by Lee Greenwood.
Oh, phenomenal song.
Air Force, the one that he does with the Air Force. I prefer it over the original.
I still don't like country music, though.
Hot takes only.
It's not a hot take, but okay.
I don't either. But now back to the division. Now we've looked at this from the American citizen, like the average citizen of
your
America
average Joe.
perspective.
Now, from a Christian
Now,
perspective,
from a Christian standpoint,
we should not be divided on this.
no, absolutely not. In fact,
I think we can have discussion about it, but we shouldn't be saying, "Oh, if a Christian watches the Bad Bunny show, yes, I believe that was the wrong choice," but I'm not gonna go up to and be like, "You moron, you're wrong, you're an idiot." No, I'm gonna
or you're not going to say you should have
No.
watched
and
X, Y, and Z.
there's not gonna be a division about it.
There shouldn't be this division now.
No.
And what the Bible emphasizes, oops, I almost hit some. The Bible emphasizes the importance of unity among believers and warns against division. It encourages Christians to agree with one another and avoid causing discord, as this division can lead to strife and weaken the community of faith. And that is where the devil thrives, is in that
Yes.
division. And that's how he can widen that gap and make
Yeah.
it nearly impassable.
Yes. So I completely agree with
So,
you on that.
The division
Is not
between
okay.
this, and I mean,
And
I work with, I'm not going to name names and I'm not
we
going
don't
to say
name-
where I work.
we don't-
I work with someone who says they're Christian, and last night I'd seen they'd posted on their Instagram story about how much they loved the Bad Bunny performance and how it was about love and coming together and
It's not, by the
the
way.
only thing more powerful than hate is love. That's not what it was about.
I'm sure that's not what it's about. Now, I
I'm
can't
not
say
going
for
to
certain
talk to
because
them
I
about
didn't
it.
watch it.
I'm not going
but-
to talk to them about it. I'm not going to create division about this because there's no point. I don't gain anything. She doesn't gain anything. There's nothing about it there's nothing good that can come out of me bringing that up and creating division, especially at work, because that would just make it a lot harder, and then it could lead to some consequences. So yes, I know someone who says they're a Christian who watched that. I'm not gonna pick a fight about it. It is what it is. I can't change it. I'm not in control of them. I'm in control of me, and I choose not to create division because of this, because I don't want the devil to be able to drive that wedge in between
'Cause
that.
it's like you said, when there is a division and we so focus on this one thing, that's when the devil's like, now that they're looking over here, I can go play around and do
I
whatever
can go
whatever
cause
I
bigger
want over
problems
here.
He's
'Cause
saying,
we get
yes,
so-
I want you to look
Because division
here.
is such
I'm
a
gonna
thing that
go
we
cause because over here is
yes, because division is such a thing that we focus on,
Mm.
and it takes up so much of our time until the division's ultimately
We're div-
gone. But by the time it's gone, there's already bigger problems that have happened.
and we're getting divided by trivial things, such
Yes.
as this halftime
That's
show.
where I agree with that. The only part there was only one part I disagreed with, which we talked about. I really did agree with that, though. I think that was correct in that
Yeah.
regard.
Yeah, but as Christians, we're trying to be divided by some of the most trivial things, like the halftime show, sports, some of the most trivial things in life that don't have eternal value, and it's
Yes.
causing such a divide in the world, and it's terrible.
Yes.
But I think that's why it's important to be praying, be reading the Bible,
Yes.
not just random books. Be reading the Bible, be using your spare time to do important things, things that better the world, things that better the kingdom of God, that work for that,
Yes.
and not, putting hot takes or whatever on social media.
What? Nothing.
Okay, I thought you were trying to signal me.
No.
Putting out whatever on social media, causing a problem, causing fights, doing all this jazz. That's why it's important to be in church, find a good group of friends, especially. Read your Bible, pray, stay in that, find a good youth group, all this stuff, and it will help to close the gap of division, let it not be widened. Just if you put God first, that division will not be able to be festered.
Yes.
And it's important because what's going to wreck us?
Division.
Division. Among other things, division.
Division sucks in life and it sucks in math. Division is
Yes.
always bad.
Listen, division in math. Why can't we just subtract a different amount rather than divide it? Instead of saying 140 divided by 2, why can't we just do 140 minus 7? Anyways, I digress.
Exactly.
Or sorry, minus 70. Why am I going back to it? I digress.
Well, 70 is not half of 144.
I said 140.
I heard 144. Anyway, well,
This is why division's bad, y'all.
this is why division is awful.
Anyways, but
Hope you learned something from this.
hope you learned something from this.
Yeah.
I think that is all that I had cooked up in my small
Yes.
brain.
So,
My very small, very smooth
yes.
marble of a brain.
So, if you have any questions you would like to ask us, or because we're bringing this back, if you go back to episode, I believe it's 3, if you have
Audio-
any terrible food ideas you'd like us to try.
We're not bringing that back.
Okay.
I'm trying to lose weight. I can't be doing that.
So, if you have any questions you'd like to ask us, or anything like
If you're
to say,
watching on YouTube, drop it down in the comments. If you're an audio listener, love you to death. Email us at Aaron. What's the email? again?
LighthouseSessions285@gmail.com.
That is Lighthouse Sessions. What was it? 285
Yes.
@gmail.com.
Yes.
So
Feel free to ask us anything.
Any questions about something we said, about us, pretty much about anything that we can answer.
We will definitely attempt to.
Read it. We'll listen to it on the next episode. Next time we will be talking about, and that'll be in 2 weeks, I believe.
Yes.
Next time we'll come back with a different topic.
That
more
we don't even know what it
insight.
is.
We don't even know what it is yet. More insight, better topics. That's part of being back.
Yes. We're back.
And we're happy to be back.
No more hiatus.
Let's go ahead and. But thank you for watching. If you're on YouTube, audio listeners, love you to death.
Yes.
Thank you for listening on whether it's Apple Music, Amazon Music, Spotify,
Wherever you
Apple
lovely people are in the
Podcasts,
world.
whatever you're listening to this on. Thank you for listening. Thank you for
Yes.
sticking with us. If you're still here, thank you for staying with us through the break.
Yes.
Hope you learned something from this. And Aaron, prepare the button.
What button?
The outro button.
Oh yeah.
Prepare the outro button. Thank you for listening. Again, send in those questions
Bye.
if you have them. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time.